That looks like a vintage celluloid doll. I've only ever seen her in research books, never found one in the wild. Let's see. A hand-painted egg. I don't believe it. Here's another one. This is Deseret Industries in Cedar City, Utah. I only get to go thrifting here a couple of times a year, and little did I know that this time I'd fill the cart.
Hello everyone, it's Tiffany with Thrifting Vegas. I shop at thrift stores, estate sales, garage sales, and discount stores for items I can resell for profit on online platforms like eBay, Poshmark, and OfferUp.
Will we find something you like? Come with me and let's go thrifting! This is Cedar City in Utah, and we are headed over to the Deseret Industries. I only get to thrift here once or twice per year, so I'm really excited to see what they have. This landmark lighthouse gets me so excited because it means that I'm just a couple of minutes away from thrifting. I always find treasures at this Deseret Industries, and their prices are really, really good. Most things are only $1, $2, or $3. We're pulling into the parking lot here. They don't look to be ever so busy. I'm not sure what this fellow's doing. Taking pictures as well, I think. Here we are at Deseret Industries. So let's go thrifting. As you can see, this Deseret Industries is absolutely huge. And like the ones in Vegas, it has an inside and then an outdoor room where there's lots of furniture, toys, and almost overstock from the main area. The scenery is beautiful here. Cedar City is surrounded by mountains. But without further ado, let's go inside and see what they have. We'll grab a cart. I don't have my Thrifting Vegas blanket with me today. We're going up to the mountains, hiking, camping, and fishing, and I don't want to lose it or get it ruined. Come on, let's head over to the hard goods section at the back of the store. Chris, Miley, Jake, and our German Shepherd dogs, Bear and Rio, are over playing at a nearby park. I have to call them when we're finished thrifting, and we're going to head up the mountain to Navajo Lake Lodge. When I shop at Deseret Industries, my first stop is always these end caps. The employees tend to put new arrivals up here and things they like. These glasses are fun. They appear to be hand painted, maybe somebody's project. A pair of those. Ooh, this is cut to clear. It's not ruby red or cranberry. If you can see, it's flash painted and some of the flash is wearing off, so we'll leave it. These are rice grain dishes. The little rice grains you see are translucent. They let the light through. Really pretty. I don't think these are too terribly old. They're marked made in China. I do have a couple up on my Thrifting Vegas website. I think they are older. I'll bring them into the hall to show you. Lots of stacks of plates, dishes, and cups. The second thing I love to do at Deseret is check out their cabinet. It's a locked cabinet and you have to ask for help if you see something you like. There's a little glass pitcher there. I love the top of that. Almost a Jack in the Pulpit style. What else can we find? Figurines, some pottery there. That one looks just a little bit crude. There's some Precious Moments figurines and books. This side is electronics. Oh, two massive bags full of baseball cards. Not something I know much about, so I'll leave those for somebody else. More figurines. We've got cases and Lego. Oh my goodness. We've got some gemstone paperweights, a smartwatch, and willow tree. That looks like a vintage celluloid doll. I've only ever seen her in research books, never found one in the wild. Let's see if there's someone who can open up the case for us. This is really exciting. The manager is on his way over to open the case and get the doll for us. They told me I could keep thrifting, so look at this lovely ginger jar. These always sell really, really well for me, and you just can't beat $2. Let's pop it into the cart. There's so much to see on this end cap. All sorts of figurines and collectibles, a trinket box, ornaments, ceramics and resin. There's a bell and a little fish. There's an angel. Let's see, I'm looking for pieces that I can make a definite profit on quickly. Nice fast turnaround always works well. Let's see, little beaded piece here, not very good quality. I think it's a candle holder. We'll leave that. Christmas trees, a couple of canisters. This fellow is really interesting. He looks like a anthropomorphic four-leaf clover, but unfortunately he's got a massive crack across him there. So he will stay on the shelf. I'm lifting things up to make sure I don't miss anything that's hiding. Pottery piece. It's a swan. I think that's for potpourri or a candle. Got elephant candle holders here. Oh, those are quite heavy. Do have some damage on those, so I'll leave them. Here's a little trinket box. Inexpensive pottery, and the lid, it doesn't really look like it matches. What else? I know I am being ultra selective today, but as you know, we're headed up to the lake for a week, and I don't want to have too much. This is a really nice little piece of milk glass. I'm going to pop this into the cart and have a think about it. In the event that we don't find ever so much, I'll probably take that with me. Here's some polar bears. These, I believe, are party light, a candle holder. Unfortunately, the glue that holds the bears on the base has really yellowed and discolored, so I'm going to leave that as well. Just going through a second time to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, look at this little box. I think this is made of capiz shell that's been painted. That's really unique, and it's got a pineapple on it. Pineapples do quite well for me. We'll round the corner where all of these shelves, I think the whole aisle, are more collectibles. Here's a southwestern themed tile, unfortunately quite damaged at the top there. This bunny is House of Lloyd, Christmas Around the World from the late 1990s. Piggy planter. A couple of soap dishes here. This one's a shell, and the other one is a leaf. Very inexpensive modern pieces. I quite like this jar with the cork stopper. Again though, very modern, mass produced, and not much profit to be made on those. Let's keep going. We've got some coasters here. Just two, unfortunately, and they are definitely well used. This is a lovely piece, made in Portugal, hand painted, only $1.50. Let's definitely get that into the cart. Very unusual combination of blues, red, yellow and purple. I love that. What else can we find? Shell planter. Oops. Ooh, look at these. Now, there are two kinds of these wall urchins, the very antique ones and modern reproductions like these. These happen to be quite well made though. There's a smaller one and a large one, which would look very nice together in a wall display. So we will pop those into our cart. This glass candle holder looks a bit like a coaster boat, a snowball. Another single coaster. This one's made of marble. What else? Ooh, look at this girl. She is vintage Japanese stoneware. Sadly, they don't sell very well for me. Probably only about an $8 to $10 piece. That glass hummingbird. Inexpensive piece, reverse painted glass. This piece is vintage, but it's flash painted and the flash is wearing off. I have found though that if you put pieces like this in the dishwasher, the flash comes off and you're left with some clear glass. Ooh, look at this beauty. It looks like an ostrich egg. And it has a bird painted on. That's absolutely lovely. $2. Definitely into the cart it goes. There's something buried back here, so let's see if we can dig it out. It looks like a Minnie Mouse is melamine. Little Asian plate for a teacup and a snack. There's only one though, and I'm not seeing the cup anywhere. We'll have to remember to have a look for that in the mug section. Oh goodness, there's a matching egg. I love the color of that. It goes so well with the other one. It's $2 as well. The birds almost look like they're having a conversation. It's so exciting that there are two. Let's keep going up here. Ooh, it's a little pet bowl. We've got tiles, some animals, little turkey made out of a terracotta pot, more single coasters. This one is wood. What else? Oh, some stained glass. Oh, it's a collie dog. That is the perfect glass for that. But unfortunately, it has some damage on the head. The leading is missing. So I think we'll have to leave that. Baskets, some bottles. Here's a little pumpkin. I think that might be a candle. Here's a tall piece, silver plated bell. In my last video we found some tall china, I believe. I hadn't seen that before. Bells don't sell very well for me though, so we'll leave it on the shelf. Baggies. Some oil painted artwork. Must be mass produced because it's covered in plastic wrap. The seasonal section here. What else can we find? This is Christmas. I've spotted a ceramic Christmas tree, but it looks like it's somebody's project. It's got a star on top. Oh, the candy cane he's holding is broken. That is such a shame. I'm standing here wondering if it could be fixed, but I don't think so. Let's leave it. This looks like it's parts to a Scandinavian reindeer, the kind you put together and stand by your fireplace. I used to have one that held greeting cards, but looking at it, I think, unfortunately, that the face is missing. Front legs and back legs. There's the body and the antlers, but it doesn't have a face. Oh, that is such a shame because I really love the way it's painted. All kinds of ornaments. Oh, I thought that was a Swarovski crystal bear, but it's actually made of plastic. That really fooled me. This is a Target bunny Hello Spring egg cup. So much to see. It's all stacked up here. This is an entire baggie of refrigerator magnets. I actually found one of those years ago, and I think I still have most of them, and they're very heavy to ship. This baggie is more magnets, but these look like semi-precious rocks and stones. $4 on those. Maybe a little bit more than I want to spend, but the inexpensiveness of the other things I found certainly makes up for it, so they average out. Got fall and Halloween on this shelf. Cute little bat. Look at him. I'm not sure. Is he for a tea light? I don't know. There's nowhere to put it. Ornaments. What else? These are little purse mirrors. It's a wreath. Oh, that's an ornament. It's quite interesting. Where would you put that, I wonder? It's double-sided. Probably a Target piece. He's a little scary. Let's see. A hand-painted egg. I don't believe it. Here's another one. This one is yellow. It's again $2. The bird looks a little bit different, but it's definitely in the same set. Maybe this one is a male and the other two are females. What else is in this bucket? Let's see. Pumpkins. Oh, it's a Santa ornament in the shape of a light bulb. I think it's actually wood, though, that's been painted. That is so cute. That will go in the cart as well. Let's keep looking. Ceramic pumpkin. Here's a wooden turkey ornament. Signs and silks. This is a gravy sleigh. Another fun little ornament. This is a tugboat, 75 cents. We'll take that with us. Just pop it there for a second while we finish up this shelf. Going all the way to the back, lifting things up. I can't believe all the little treasures that are on these shelves. Look how adorable this is. It's made of acrylic, but it's lovely. And these two, oh my goodness. Are these characters I should recognize? I'm not sure. They're little mice angels, and there's a pair of them. I need to get these in the cart. There's one. Put our little candle in as well. Here's the other one. This is a little girl with a bow in her hair. And look at this. Somebody's project. It's a Christmas tree. And if you know me, you know I love solid Christmas trees like this. And these are gorgeous. Amber glass ornaments. I feel like there should be more than two, but I love them, so we'll take them anyway. Let's get these three over and in the cart. And make sure we grab the other mouse. I really feel like there should be more than just two of those amber glass ornaments, so I'm having a bit of a dig here. I'm on my tippy toes because this is the top shelf. That's interesting. It looks like, are those pressed flowers? I do think it's plastic though. There's a mug, lots of figurines. I love these sprays. I have those all over my tree at Christmas. You just pop them on top of the branches and they add a lovely finish. This girl is lovely. She's definitely vintage. I think she might be Holland mold. Look at those colors. Let's definitely get her. This is a little button doll. Her legs and arms are made out of old buttons. I think the last time I found one of these was in this very store, and she is only 75 cents. Here's another acrylic candle ornament. It's quite similar to the other one we found, possibly from the same set. Let's pop that into the cart as well with our button doll. Oh my goodness, I was supposed to be extra picky today and the bottom of our cart is almost completely full. Let's see if there are any more candle ornaments or any more of the amber glass with the brass candle stand. Oh, this is pretty. This is a stained glass ornament. I love the scalloped finish of the lead there. Let's have a dig in this little box to see if there is anything else for us. Penguins, snowmen. I got so excited to see that glass cabinet that I didn't cover all of the end caps. I quite like this metal candle holder with the ladybird on it. It is very mass produced though, so I think we'll leave it. Somebody's initials in wood. Lots of signs here. Here's a box. Some more coasters. Lots and lots of little signs today. Here's a wallet. Oh, don't think it's name brand. That will stay. Some candle holders. This is a Christmas piece missing some bits. I always have a look down every aisle because you just never know what you're going to find. This is the wooden frames and plaques. Lots and lots stacked together here. That's a quite unique way of displaying them. A little bit hard to see. I'm a bit afraid they're all going to come crashing down if I pull one out. Metal frames. I don't know if many people display frames anymore. I have one of those computer ones that flip through with the use of a little zip drive thing. Here we are in the glasses, and these I believe are vintage Libby. Really nice tumblers, fall leaves and Christmassy ones, all sorts of clear. Here's a little vanity jar and a crystal candle holder. Oh, you have her for me. You're very kind.
That way you can just
Perfect.
so we're in good shape.
Thank you so much. I made a beeline for those Libby tumblers, but as you can see, they have a whole aisle of glasses, lots of sets, lots of individuals. This one is quite interesting. And there's a pair of these advertising pieces. I love the ribbed green bottoms. Advertising glasses used to sell quite well for me on eBay, but not so much anymore. I'm scanning the shelves to see if anything jumps out at me. Ooh, down here is a vintage decanter. It's in the style of Culver or George Briard, but it has quite a bit of damage to it. Looks like it might have been through the wash. A wheat sheaf goblet. And here is an interesting blue piece. Sometimes, just sometimes, these glow green under black light. So let's pop it down. I have a mini keychain black light on my purse. Let's light it up. Not today. I actually think that might be a more modern reproduction. Moving into the mugs, we are on the hunt for a teacup that goes with that little Asian tray that we found. I'm not seeing anything that would go with it, unfortunately, and that might be the reason that it's here at Deseret Industries. Next is the bowls. Let's have a quick look through here. This is a crystal candlestick for a taper candle and a little basket. Inexpensive. I don't think that is vintage. What else? Ooh, I like the look of these bowls over here. Let's see who makes these. Better Homes and Gardens. Ooh, we lost a price tag. Let's grab that, stick it back in there. Got some more rice grain dishes. Daisy mugs. Those are fun. Ooh, I love this little jar. It looks like a bit like my bathroom countertops. It's only $1.50, a lidded jar. That's just lovely. Anything else? Love the swirls in the middle of these plates. Down over here is a candlestick. Let's have a look at this. Just a clear candlestick. I think it might be vintage, but nothing too special. What are these mugs? Christmassy. Oh, it's a Tower of Santa. Those are so fun, but it's missing one. We're headed out to the yard area in this Deseret Industries, but I wanted to have a peek at the purses. Whoop! It's a sequin one leapt out of my hand. I'm looking for vintage, for real leather. That would have been wonderful had it been real leather, but it's pleather. Lots of totes and vinyl and plastic bags, shopping bags and lunch boxes, and a whole section just for wallets. Every Deseret Industry store has a yard area. This is where they keep their larger pieces of furniture, sports equipment, kids' toys, large frames, and more of everything they have inside the store on their shelves. Now, I'm not sure whether these pieces are brand new coming in or they're on their way out of the store as a last chance. But I usually find some really good things out here. Now, I'm not sure whether it's because a lot of people don't come out to the yard area or they don't know about it. But I always make this my last stop. Lots of red bottles, perfect if you brew or do your own canning. Got another ginger jar here, unfortunately missing its lid, although it might make a nice planter. Candle holders, bowls, just a little bit of everything on these shelves here. Let's have a bit of a dig, make sure we don't miss anything good. Stacks of plates. We've got Christmas mixed in, vases and bowls. Last time I was here, I missed by about 2 minutes an amazing fairy lamp. The lady in front of me was just popping it in her cart as I approached, but good for her. These are candle holders, I think. I'm not sure why they're magnetic. There's a hair clip on there. This is a lovely piece of pottery, but very massive and heavy. It's a mug. Ooh, another mug here. These face mugs are really, really popular. This one says Moms. They always make me laugh. This one's especially well made, contrasting with a glaze. Look at this as well. Almost looks like a mosaic piece. Has an Asian flair to it. Let's get both of those. We'll pop them into the cart. Just noticed a little metal planter there, and it's full of Christmas ornaments. So again, let's have a little dig in the Christmas. We've got little angel. She's stripy, almost has a Mary Engelbright feel to her, and actually a matching red one down here. Oh, that is amazing. What a lovely little pair. We seem to be finding ornaments in pairs today, so that's exciting. Let's keep going. Got some reindeer, a few Halloween and fall bits, wreaths and baskets. Somebody's granny hand painted this lovely chair with angels and fairies. The sugar plum fairies are dancing for you and laughing and singing throughout this year too. I'm having one last go through of these shelves, but you don't want to go anywhere, because right after the shopping trip, I am going to share my top 5 best-selling items from the last video, and then together we will go through my haul from today. I filled the bottom of the cart, which is amazing because I tried to be really good and selective. Ooh, down here is a vintage light shade, sort of a spaghetti swirl with satin finish. Unfortunately, these just don't sell very well, so I'm going to leave it for somebody else. And here we go with a rundown of the top 5 best-selling items from my last haul. Coming in at number 5, the vintage turned wood Japanese Kokeshi doll. I paid $4 for her, and I sold her for $29. At number 4, the 3D milk pail and cow salt and pepper shakers. I paid $3 for them, and I sold them for $25. In the number 3 slot, the etched brass teapot with the wooden handle and the removable lid. It was on blue tag special, half price. I paid just $1.50 for it, and I sold it for $36. At number 2, the vintage style Native American sand art painting. I paid $13 for this piece, but I sold it for $45. And at number 1, the best-selling item from my last video's haul was a piece that Jake found, a gorgeous inlaid Italian music box tabletop. It is in working order. I paid $6 for it, and I sold it for $51. I'm all checked out and back in the car, and this is really the first opportunity I have had to look at this lovely doll closely. She's vintage from the 1930s or 40s. She's marked on the back, Irwin, made in the USA. Absolutely incredible. She does have a spot of damage, but given her age, I think that definitely can be forgiven. The last thing to unload out of the back of my car is our Deseret Industries finds, including probably my favorite piece, this little vintage Irwin celluloid doll. We've got our box. We'll close up the car and let's get it inside. we are in the dining room. Our box is on the table. Let's get it unpacked. Here on my table is everything we found at Deseret Industries in Cedar City, Utah. First is this gorgeous trinket box. It's made out of capiz shells from oysters, and I am asking $18. Next are two wall sea urchins. They have hooks for hanging on the back. One is a little larger than the other. I am asking $18 a piece. I love the pattern on this beautiful ginger jar. These look like daisies or a similar flower. And as you turn the jar, there are different sorts of flowers all the way round. The colorway is lovely. Vibrant greens, pinks, reds and blues. It has its lid intact, no damage, it's in lovely condition. I am asking $22. Back here, one of my favorite finds. I couldn't believe there were 3 of them. These gorgeous painted eggs. Again, the colorway is just stunning. Sort of a brick red, a lovely sage green, and a muted yellow, all different designs, obviously by the same talented artist. I am asking $65 for the set of 3. In front here is this beautiful marble piece. There are fossils in the top. For the last couple of videos, we have been working on removing some white water damage from this lovely vintage wooden teak bowl. Very, very elegant. We tried a few different things, from soaking it in layers of mineral oil face mug to leaving it outside in the sun, to heating it up with a hairdryer. And I don't know if it was one thing or a combination of all the things, but the hairdryer finally worked. Our bowl is back to beautiful with little to no sign of the white marks. Absolutely incredible. I am asking $24 on the Heinz mug. Moving over here, we have this amazing bass fish letter holder, business card holder, napkin holder, whatever you would like to hold paper-wise. The detail is incredible. It's made of pewter. It's double-sided here. I am asking $22. We saw some of these rice grain dishes at the Deseret. Don't know if it came through on the video, but as you can see, if you hold it up to the light, the little rice grain design is translucent and the light really shines through. This one is similar. Let's do that again. The light comes through the grains. This one is signed, I believe, in Chinese on the bottom there, and the other one is quite interesting because although it says made in China, it has, that's the dogs chasing each other, it has a gold sticker that it was purchased in Palermo, Italy. I am asking $12 a piece on the rice grain bowls. This is the contents of the little baggie we found. In the store, I thought they were refrigerator magnets, but they're actually tumbled stones. We have 3 different tumbled ones. My favorite is probably the agate here. I think these are worry stones that you keep in your pocket. This one, I believe, is hematite. and I'm not sure about this one. Lovely little rock here, again a worry stone or display. It says courage, and the last one is a cut geode with lovely crystals inside. I'm going to sell them as a lot, all 5 pieces for $28. Let's move over here. We have quite a few little Christmas bits to look at. This is gorgeous. It's a stained glass heart ornament. I love the ruffled leading around the outside. It's got a stone in the top, yellow ribbon. The detail is wonderful. I am asking $12. I was only able to find 2 of these. In the store I thought they might be glass, but feeling them, I believe they are resin. I'm asking $12 on the 2. This little boat, in looking at it, is actually a lobster boat from Rockland, Maine. It has a lobster trap in the back and all sorts of little details on it, including a ribbon for hanging on your tree or wherever you would like to hang it. Super little piece, again $12. These little ceramic angels are lovely. Their heads and feet are connected, so when one turns, the other turns. They're actually by Hallmark. We have joy and love. I'm asking $12 a piece on the angels. Back here are our acrylic lights. This one has the Beau Beche, and this one, whoops, has the little taper candle holder, a chamber stick, if you will. And these actually go onto your tree, and you put one of your little Christmas bulbs, string bulbs, up into the ornament, and it lights up. I am asking $12 a piece on the tree ornaments. Look at these little kissing mice angels. They're absolutely lovely. I think they are mold pieces. Now, unfortunately, the little girl has a bit of damage to her bow and to her ear here. I will do my best to touch her up, but I couldn't leave her behind without him. I am asking $25 on the pair. Over here is our lovely button doll. Look at her. She's a Christmas angel. The little netting serves as her wings. Detail is absolutely lovely, and she's sitting on this musical stand here. I'm asking $24 on the doll, and this stand plays Hello Dolly when you wind it. It's Swiss musical movement, definitely a vintage piece, and has, which is really nice, an on-off switch here. So you just turn it on and it plays Hello Dolly and turns around. Now, as you can see, it does need a little bit of TLC in the way of some mineral oil. It's got a little bit of water damage, some scuffing, but right after this segment, we will apply some oil and see if we can bring it back to beautiful. Back here is a Mexican pottery salsa bowl. It's marked made in Mexico. It's lead-free, lovely blue and white design. If those are your colors, I am asking $18 on the salsa bowl. Now we have some European pottery here. The first piece, I believe it is Italian. You can see the contrast between this one and this one. This one is definitely Portuguese. It's marked on the bottom, made in Portugal. I'm asking 14 on this one. Now this I do believe is Italian. Surprisingly, it's not marked, but it is a little more weighty than the made in Portugal one. And the handle, don't know if you can see, it's actually a bird. This one is $24. Skipping over here, this one has an Asian feel to it, almost like mosaic, intentional crazing on there with a floral design. Absolutely lovely, lovely piece. I'm asking $18. A couple more bits of Christmas here. This is some artisan pottery. It's signed on the bottom. Lovely, lovely tree. I think it lost its tag, but I am asking $24. We have our Holland mold, lovely little carol singer here. I love her colors, the peachy dress and bow with her cranberry red cape. She does have a little damage to her hair at the back, but again, I will do my best to touch that up so it's barely noticeable. I'm asking 12 on her. In contrast, we have our Santa wooden light bulb. He's an ornament with a hanger. He's hand painted, super duper fun. He also is $12. Last but not least, our star of the show. This is an vintage, close to antique, maybe from the 1930s or 1940s. She is a celluloid doll. Now, I have never seen this one with the yellow bow and pantaloons in the wild before, only in research books. She does have the mark on the back, Irwin, made in the USA. Unfortunately, a little bit of damage, a crack to her chin there, and another on the back of her heel. She is just stunning though, so much character, and she's actually a rattle. Super duper cute, in amazing condition for her age. And I'm still researching, but I believe she will be valued somewhere between $50 and $100. If you see anything you would like to purchase, please send me an email. It's thriftingvegas.tiffany@gmail.com. Please include your name, your mailing address, the item you're interested in, and your offer. I do receive many offers on many of the items, so if you fall in love with something, please feel free to offer a few dollars over my asking price to give yourself the best chance at being able to purchase the item. Do stay tuned. We are going to clean up this lovely music box and try to bring it back to beautiful. And also I have an update on this bowl, our lovely vintage teak. We did get it clean, and I will remind you and show you how, and we'll learn which method actually worked the best. For the last couple of videos, we have been working on removing some white water damage from this lovely vintage wooden teak bowl. We tried a variety of methods, from soaking in layers of mineral oil to leaving it outside in the sun to applying a poultice of paper towel vinegar wrap, and finally heating with the hairdryer. Now, I'm not sure whether it was a combination of all the methods or just the hairdryer at the end, but as you can see, the bowl is back to beautiful, the water stain is gone. The hairdryer is the hero. Here is our vintage wooden musical stand. It rotates and plays Hello Dolly. The best part is it has an on-off switch, so you can stop the music and rotation whenever you'd like. Unfortunately, as you can see, it does have some damage, some dry areas, some scuffs and water damage just here. But we are going to use some Howard's Butcher Block conditioner and an old toothbrush to get into the cracks and see if we can bring it back to beautiful. As usual, all I am going to do is swirl a little bit of our Howard's oil straight onto the wood and then just rub it in. That is swirling around, as you can see. Maybe if I go this way, there we go. It stops tight. You can see the color changing as the wood absorbs that oil. The dry areas and the cracks are super duper thirsty. I'm a little concerned about that water damage, but hopefully the oil will force out any water that remains and bring it back to its former condition. I'm going to let that oil sit on our wood for about an hour and I'll come back and show you how it looks. It's been just about an hour and the Howard's Butcher Block conditioner has soaked into the wood, making it a beautiful, rich color again. It's absolutely lovely. It's just incredible what this stuff can do. I am pricing this vintage musical turntable at $28. We just crossed over from Nevada into Arizona on our way up to Navajo Lake, which is in the mountains of southern Utah. The clouds are looking just a little bit ominous here, but according to the weather, we're going to have at least a couple of days of sunshine. Our first view of the lake, and in just a few moments we'll be turning into the driveway of Navajo Lake Lodge. Come on. What? Here at Navajo Lake, we have the very top cabin this time. It's cabin 9 and it looks down on all the other cabins. As you can see, Rio's having a wander. Well, that's Bear. Bear's having a wander over there. Bear, come on, baby. Good boy. It's a hop, skip and a jump down these stairs and across the way to the dock there. You can see one of the boats. We are out on the lake. The dogs are in their element here. We've got a bit of a mess with the fishing poles and the net, but nothing I can't manage. Chris caught the first fish of the trip. Look at this gorgeous tiger trout.
Beauty, eh?
Good job, babe.
Nice work. Let's keep going.
That's dinner.
Beauty. Lots of fishies out here.
Hi, big fella. Hello. It's just started to rain and we are in rainbow trout country here. There are a few tiger trouts as well. What are you using, babe? A lure?
Yeah, spinner.
Chris has got a spinner lure on his pole. Looks a little bit like this one that's on my pole. And I actually just caught a really nice rainbow trout on it. Good size. He's in there. He is going to be lunch with some mashed potatoes and baked beans. The lake is gorgeous this morning. Just a bit of a sprinkle of rain, but the fish actually like that. It brings them to the surface, and fingers crossed we'll get some bites. I think we have a bite. What are you using on there, babe? Power bait?
Power bait. Oh yeah.
Oh, here we go. It's a rainbow trout.
Oh, I don't know what kind of.
Oh, maybe not.
Oh, it's
No,
a
that's a
slake.
slake. Whee! You see him there? What is it? It's a fish.
Oh, that's a good size
It's a
flake.
fish.
That's a good size flake. Oh yeah. That's nice. Beautiful fish. Oh my
Good
goodness.
job, honey. You're doing great this year.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Whoop, whoop.
Bloody.
We've caught plenty of fish and now it's gone from a sprinkle to rain. Bear is not very happy about this, so we are going to head back to the cabin and cook some lunch. You want some lunch, Ree? You want some lunch? Good girl. Puppies, ready? So today we thought we'd take a hike. We usually can't walk around the lake because it's too high, but this year the water level's so low, I think we can actually do that without being waist deep in mud. Usually we have to take the road up and around, all across here, around there, and then park where you see that little hut there which is a bathroom, and then do the trail hike from there. If you go back a couple of years in my videos, you'll be able to see the difference in the lake height. Actually, I'll link one of those videos at the end of this one. The dogs just love racing after pebbles in the meadow, and it's a bit early at the moment, probably about 10 o'clock at the moment, but as it gets warmer they'll definitely be going for a dip in the lake. We made it all the way from Navajo Lake Lodge, which is right here. You can see the boats. We walked all across the meadow. We had to swing wide to avoid the swamp and boggy marshland. You might recognize this water pump from previous videos, and now we are on the trail. It's so amazing how the snow melt causes literally 4 to 10 feet of water height differential. Usually this whole meadow here, all the way up to the trees, the aspen you see here, is lake. Let's go. Where's Bear? Bear, come on. Here he comes. Did you find the water? Did you find the water? Come on. Are you going to go swimming? Are you going to go swimming? Bear, are you swimming? Good boy. Oh, we got some clouds coming. Look at those. Chris found a feather. Oh, is that an eagle? Oh, that's a nice one. Put that in the hat that you're going to get.
What?
We've been walking for close to 2 hours now. We're heading back. There's the lodge. And the meadow is just over this berm here. It's a beautiful day. Those clouds didn't come to anything. And I think we're going to hurry, get back to the lodge and go fishing. Rio! Rio! This is Navajo Lake in Utah, and we have been catching rainbow trout, tiger trout, spike, and apparently there are 6,000 tiger muskies that were stocked in this lake. There weren't supposed to be that many. I think someone made a little mistake and put all of the muskies assigned for southern Utah into this smaller lake. So fingers crossed that we can catch a few of them. Here's Rio. Hi. Hey, baby girl. And there. Hello. Are you saying hello? Say hi, everybody. Hey, everybody. The water level in the lake is so low this year that a little island has exposed here, almost like a sandbar. We tried fishing, but there's just too many weeds. What we're going to do is head up to where the water changes color. It's green here, and then there's a dark patch, which indicates a little more depth and probably better fishing. This is a first for me. We caught a tiger muskie. Apparently they dumped 6,000 of these in the lake. Wow, look at the face on that. Whoa. Nice. There's Jake. Do you see Jake on the dock? It's Jake. Is that Jake? It is. No barky. Shh. I know, it is. We've had a really good day fishing. We caught our max, a couple of rainbow trout, even a tiger muskie and some tiger trout. The muskie are notoriously hard to catch. They have little mouths like pike, and I actually caught it, and I think I already showed you some footage of that. Let's head up back to the cabin and we'll cook up some dinner. We had some really good thunderstorms this morning. There's puddles everywhere. It's really, really wet, but the rain has brought all the smells out, and the dogs are having a wonderful time exploring, splashing in the puddles. And we are going to take the high hike today, not the one that goes down by the lake, but the one up through the trees here. Come on, Rio, let's go. Come on, let's go. Here he comes. Good boy. Let's go. Mommy, let's go. Good girl. Good boy. Let's go there. Good boy. Way at the top of this old dead tree is a bald eagle nest. Look at that. Absolutely incredible structure. Doesn't appear that anyone is home at the moment, but I'm sure they use it year after year. Way across the lake in the distance there, you can see Navajo Lake Lodge. We've been walking for 73 minutes and we're way at the other end of the lake. Here is the dam across there. And usually in wetter years, the meadow on the other side of the dam is a lake as well. Time to head back because it looks a little bit like rain. This is the meadow at the west end of Navajo Lake. It's the dogs' favorite place in the world. They love to chase. Chris is throwing rocks for them. They'll fetch sticks. We don't bring the balls because they're much too easy to lose. As you can see, this meadow is vast. This trip to Navajo Lake Lodge, we were staying in cabin 9. I just wanted to give you a peek inside before we leave. It sleeps 2, 4, 6 on the fold out and 2 in the other room. It's got a lovely big bathroom with a nice modern shower, sink, mirror. Over here is the kitchen, the stove and burner, lots of cupboards for storage, dining table, another bed in here, even a mirrored closet. And from the windows, you have some stunning views. This one of the woodland, and over here, I don't know whether you'll be able to see because of the condensation, but this one looks out to the lake. I'll step outside and show you what the view looks like when the windows aren't all fogged up with moisture. Here's the view from the kitchen window. This is the lake, more cabins. It's just a stunning vacation spot. Let's take a stroll down to the dock here at Navajo Lake. They actually built a brand new dock this year because the old one took quite a beating in the winter. They had so many high windstorms that the old dock started pulling away and the plastic tethers started breaking. This new one is treated wood. It's absolutely gorgeous. Here are all the paddle boards, canoes and kayaks, and way at the other side we've got all of the pontoon boats. They're available for rent by the day or by the week, and that's our absolute favorite thing to do, is take one of these paddle boats, load up the dogs, load up our fishing gear, and spend the day out on the water. The owners here at Navajo also rent out tethering spaces, so you can bring your own boat like these and dock them here for the summer. This is the boat that we like to go on right here. And as you can see, it's an absolutely beautiful day here at Navajo Lake in Utah. I'm doing some editing. Ziggy is helping. Bear is here with Rio, and Bandit is up here on the chair. Let's go see him. Here's Bandit. Rio's checking on him. Is he alright, Rio? Okay. Just having a rest. Now that it's summer, the cats have been spending an awful lot of time in my office off the master bedroom in their cat tree. Here's Bandit, little feet dangling over the edge. He's got his paw over his face. Sorry, Bee, am I disturbing you? Poor Bee. Very sleepy. And on the top bunk is our Ziggy. Hi Z, that's really high up. I'm just looking at him through my screen. Hi Z. Here he is. Hi babe. Hello, oh I'm sorry, did I wake you? Hello, poor Ziggy. Ziggy. Very sleepy. Oh goodness. Hello. Hello. Okay, I'm sorry. You go back to sleep, my love.